right, we're back trying this again. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Transformation Roundtable. Everybody say hi.
Hello, everybody.
How's it going, everybody?
Okay, so we are waiting for this to pop up on the page and get everybody started. Oh. Welcome to the Transformation. All right, I hear that.
I hear it. We are on.
All right, good.
Here.
Okay, so here's what we want to do. Oh, we actually did have people watching before. Sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody.
Yeah, we apologize.
So one of the very first things we want to discuss are the comments from Facebook. Ross, Pete, and Pamela, thank you for commenting. However, your name is not showing up. Same thing, Emily. Guys, go into the announcements of the group. Right now, you can go. And there's a link in the announcements for Facebook comments. You're going to click on that link within the post. That's going to take you to a separate page. Click the button. The button may or may not do anything visibly for you, but it allows your name and all to be visible in the show, and then we can post your comments. So that is for, oh, you guys are going fast. Benny, Emily, Ross, everybody but Steve. Steve's here.
Hey, Steve. How you doing, Ross?
So you guys go and fix your comments. And then that way, Liz, you got to fix your comments too. That way your comments can actually be shown on the show. So, and we'll repeat that a couple times. It's in the announcements. It's a post in the announcements about Facebook comments. Go up, read the post, fix your comments so that we can have your participation. We love it.
And for a moment, and that's all you need to do is click on that one that gives permission to be able to see your comments. You don't have to download the app. I misspoke on that. If you have, it makes it easier for your future guest.
Yes.
All right.
A lot of great people joining in here.
Yep. Wonderful. Yes. So the first thing that we want to address is Scott. Unfortunately, Scott's not able to make it tonight, but out of the kindness of his heart, he did send us a video to show you guys. It's a brief video. So I'm going to, I'm having some technical difficulties here. Sorry. Give me 1 second. And I'm going to play this video for you guys from Scott. And then we will get started on the rest of the show. So let me just pull this up. Here we go. All right, let's try that again. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Steve, for letting us know. Let me rewind this video back. Here we go. Let's try this again.
Good evening. I'm Scott French, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm not going to be doing the show tonight on the Transformation Roundtable. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be stepping away for a while from the Transformation Roundtable. I've got a lot of things going on in my life right now. Healing some injuries, torn labrum in my shoulder, still rehabbing my knee, and the 5 herniated discs in my back. But anyway, I'm not stopping. I'm not quitting, ever. The Transformation Roundtable is doing good things, and I hope you continue to participate in what they got going on here. They're trying to help people, and they're trying to do good things here. It's just time for me right now to get my shit together, get my shit in a pile, and take care of myself for a little bit. Some of you may know that there's a lot going on with me, with my health, and also with some other stuff going on. But anyway, wanted to thank you all. Hope you all have a great evening. Never quit, Never stop pursuing your dreams, your goals. It's all right here. Keep a positive mental attitude about it and never stop. Bang.
All right. So
All
that
right,
was
yeah.
a message from Scott. Go ahead, Gary. And hey guys, we've got some commenters that still are not coming through. When you go up into the announcements and you go into that post, you have to click the link, wait for a window to pop up and push the button. In that window, I think it says allow comments from on Facebook or something like that. Push a button. The button won't do anything probably, and then come back. Steve and Jason are good. Pamela's good. Pete's good. If I haven't mentioned your name, go do that. All right, Gary.
Oh, and I just wanted to, thanks to Scott for everything he's been doing. And yeah, he's got some issues he's having to deal with, and Scott's family, and
Yep.
when he's ready, the door's open. He'll be back. So you'll see him in sometime in the future.
Yeah, so what we're going to do today is a little bit of a State of the Union address kind of thing. We're going to give you guys an update on what's going on. We've got a couple of shout outs to do, a couple things we want to show you guys, and then we're going to do all questions and answers after that. So let's see. No, Ross, we're still not getting your comments. Emily, same thing. Let's talk about the state of where we're at. As of right now, we have 663 members in 1 week. So great job. We really appreciate the support, guys.
Absolutely.
Yes, we're very grateful for all your support and continuously spreading the word.
Yeah, and just to touch base on the commenting, just to let you know, when we first started this, I was the first one to experience the same issue with the commenting. It took a little bit before that got sorted out. In theory, they have that sorted to where now all you have to do is click on the link, and you should be able to come back and comment immediately.
And I just wanted to add something about Scott. I mean, he's family to me. Him and I are very close, and I know he'll come back better than ever when he's ready. So please keep him in your thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. We have had 4.7 thousand posts in a week. That's huge, guys.
That's fantastic, is what that is.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It is.
So we want you guys to understand one of the things we did do. Ross, you're good. Liz, you're good.
Yes,
Very nice.
Thank you, Ross.
One of the things we want you guys to understand is we did make a decision to close you guys from being able to create posts. We really are trying to do something new. We're putting some really hopefully interesting topics up for everybody to talk about. That way, everything kind of stays a little bit better contained. And we can also spend less time moderating and more time bringing you shows. So, we really appreciate if you ever have a topic you desperately want to talk about, you want to see posted, contact one of the three of us. We will be happy, more than happy, just overjoyed to start a topic for you.
Absolutely.
If you need a discussion going, we would love to do that.
100% agree, and we'll make sure we put your name in the post and make sure you get the credit for the topic.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and I think we'll kind of go back into it. The whole reason for having the posts the way they are is we didn't want to be another like DDPY group. There's several of them out there, and the major one is really good. I mean, we can't do it better than them. And we're still part of that group. What we're looking to do, is we started this group because of technical reasons to be able to do it, and then having the comments allows us to keep all of the comments that are similar in one thread, and it allows us to be able to keep it more coherent for us to be able to to do shows like this on. So it's not done to limit anybody. It's done just to organize it so that we can put it on a better show.
And also, like Heather and what Gary, just to piggyback off of them for just a moment, it helps us with giving you better quality content shows, and allows us to pay more attention to all of you, and that's what we're doing. It's all for the positive. There's no negatives involved. We're here to help each other as a collective community here. And just to piggyback off of Gary for just a moment, I'll be brief. We are our own group. We're not trying to take anyone away from any groups here. There should be no negativity involved. No, he said, she said. This is ours as collectively as a whole. And if you have a topic, like they mentioned, send us the three of us. We will have it up there. I give you my word. No questions asked.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 4.7 thousand posts in a week is really mind-blowing to us, and we're so appreciative of you guys accepting some of these changes. I mean, this is kind of our goal from the beginning. We announced that it wasn't an open discussion group in our opening announcement, but the fact that you guys stuck through it and are making the transition, we deeply appreciate it, and that's why we want to do shout outs and give you guys kind of a State of the Union thing. So shout outs. This is our top 10 contributors for the week.
Exciting. Drum roll.
So Deborah Dugan, number 1. Very nice.
Awesome.
Christopher Flowers, we appreciate it. Jake Order.
Awesome.
Jake.
Thank you.
Hey, Jake.
Yeah.
Peg Baker, really appreciate your time here. Tim
All right,
Lauren.
Peg.
Yes.
And if I pronounce your names wrong, sorry.
Our best.
Debbie Bridges.
Yes, Debbie.
Karen Malone, Laura Munger,
Woohoo.
Lisa Stevens,
Yes,
and
Lisa.
Steve
Lisa.
I
Yes,
love
Lisa.
Yes.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. You are our top 10 contributors for the week, and we love you guys and really deeply appreciate all of your support.
From all of us equally, we really do
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Also, I know you haven't gotten to it yet, and I'll touch on it right now. We are going to be closing the group and just have it as a closed group as soon as we possibly can. There's some issues with it's taking some time with Facebook, or we'd do it immediately. So as soon as we're able to close the group, we are going to do that. We left it open just to make it easier for everybody to join. Now, the bulk of people that have already done it, so we're going to close the group. And that'll, it'll be better that way.
Yeah. And please don't hesitate to keep inviting people to the group. Please spread the word. Please help grow us as a community as a whole, because we're all equal here. I just want to make that clear, because none of us are better than the other. We're all the same.
Right.
And we appreciate every one of you. Absolutely. It's our journey collectively.
Except one of us is a little bit better than everybody else this week. Yes. So a big shout out to Katrin Eccles. We want to welcome your daughter Sadie to the world.
Yes.
Bless you. Congratulations. We are so happy for you. Thank you for participating, even though you were in the hospital.
Yeah, my goodness.
We sincerely appreciate it. We
appreciate your dedication.
Yeah, we hope for the very best for Sadie. She has a very wonderful, loving family, and she's hopefully a very happy, healthy baby.
Yes.
Hope you handle the sleepless nights.
Absolutely.
Enjoy.
I remember those.
Oh yeah. So congratulations, Katrin, and your daughter Sadie, and your family. We want to wish you the best.
All well, the family, and we really appreciate everybody.
Absolutely. So one of the updates we want to talk about real quickly is the website. I'm going to pop this up here so you guys can see it.
What's your website?
Well, yes, I think it is. The big couple things on here is there is a schedule on here to show our upcoming broadcast. The other big one that's on here is there is a guest area here. If you would like to be a guest on our show, we have had a couple of people do this already. Please come to our website. I'm going to put up the address. You're going to come to this guest portal. When we ask you to fill out a questionnaire, that's it right there. Look at that. Not a big deal. It's just to give us some information. Here's a little bit of a disclaimer. Read through that. When you send us your questionnaire, you're agreeing to the disclaimer. It just means that, there's a few rules that you're going to follow. From this point on, all of our broadcasts are going to be up on the internet. We have a YouTube channel. They're going to go copy to our YouTube channel, and then they're going to come here onto our website. From here, you are more than welcome to copy them and share them as much as you'd love to. So that's the website. Let me pop up I gotta
Yeah.
type it out.
And of
'cause I
course,
forgot something.
don't post it into another group without the admin's
Yes.
permission.
Yes, please. I agree with what Gary just said. Please make sure if you want to post it to any other groups besides our own, make sure you ask the admin personally and make sure they give you the AAOK, please.
Absolutely.
Because we respect every other group also, and we want to respect our own too. So please show them their gratitude and respect, please.
Yeah. So the last thing that we really wanted to go over, just to kind of give you guys some background, is how much work this is to put up.
Yes, a lot of
You
You want to show them?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going to
please.
show them. We spend about 10 hours per show putting, ideas together, meeting, and then having to write the agenda, things like that. So I'm going to actually show you, because I'm the one that does all the production, of what this looks like.
Yes,
So this is my setup, and this is a
Yes.
little hard to see. I guess you're going to have to go this way. So this actually, you know what? I'm going to turn you guys off and go solo here.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
full
please,
screen
go
on
ahead.
that.
Go ahead.
So I'm really suck at this. This is the production screen. So right here, this area right here is the broadcast area. So we have room for another guest right here or a screen share. And these are all the buttons that I use to control who gets to be seen and heard. This is kind of like a green room. So if we have other guests, they would show up in here while they're waiting to be put into broadcast. Then this is screen share. We can put in a poll. We can use photos, all this kind of stuff. We can screen share anything. And then we can have 10 guests at a time waiting to be seen. So there's going to be some shows where we're going to have multiple guests and you're going to be talking amongst yourselves. This is the area I see. This is how I see the show. So I'm going to take this off of here. Is everybody seeing this? I don't think they're seeing this, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, sorry. Okay, there we go. So this is how I see the show in that little box right there. All right. And then these are all the controls I have for making agendas and doing our scrollers, and I can turn that off. And then these are all of your comments down here. So I can pop up comments just like that. But that's only half of the picture. This screen is everything that's screen share. So I have to have everything I want to show has to be in a different section over here. So this is a huge production. So a lot of people, and then my camera goes right here. So a lot of people have kind of laughed and said that I never am looking at the camera. It's because I'm looking at all of this. So, bear with us. This is a lot of work. The guys, are going to do most of the hosting, and I'm going to actually be in the background. This is the last time you guys are going to hear me talking so much, but that's just producing the actual broadcast. The amount of work we do in the background is enormous. And that's why we wanted to keep a little bit more of a organized pattern in the group, so
More
that
structured for sure.
Yeah, because you guys are giving us some great ideas for shows and you don't even realize it.
Absolutely.
Oh, and the thing is if we didn't have them in an orderly manner where all of the comments are in one thread on a particular topic, if they were scattered out shotgun pattern, it would be very difficult for us to follow.
Agreed.
Absolutely. So we would love to do a question, answer, comment period with you guys, because even though we're producing the show, this is not just our show. We want to do stuff that you guys want to see, you guys want to hear about. We want to answer questions for you. It's a completely open floor right now. You can ask anything you want.
I'm an open book.
Yeah, we all are pretty much open books. You have to be.
Absolutely.
And we've got a lot of people. Let's see I'm trying to catch up with comments here to see who said what.
Jerry you and I have had a lot of experience with this.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a smidge.
I'll tell you what. On Heather's end, this has gotten a lot more complicated than what we've done in the past.
That's no doubt about it. Yes.
and,
So this is a greater deal.
What we used to do was have to keep up with, having a second phone and being able to keep up with the questions on the screen that we're on.
Yeah.
Heather's having to tap dance through a lot more stuff than that. When we first started this, I tried that. There's a reason I'm not doing it, and part of it's technical. Part of it is
Sure.
there's no way I could do this and be the host at the same time. It should be. There's no way. Too big a job.
And just to have Jerry and I know he'd agree with me. We appreciate everything Heather does on that and everything she does. Period. We really appreciate everything that she does for all of us here in this group.
Aw, thanks.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot of work that all of us put in different areas, and she does an amazing job. Jerry does. I mean, I'm going to put him over also. He does an awesome job.
Yeah, Heather does an incredible amount of work trying to keep us corralled. Yeah,
Yes, that's hard enough.
That's it.
Yeah, you guys should hear the conversations the three of us have. It gets a little crazy sometimes.
Maybe they shouldn't.
Yeah.
All right.
But I would love it.
So a few comments we've got.
Sure.
Oh, I'm looking. See, now I'm screwing up myself because I'm looking at the wrong screen to put up comments because I'm trying to watch them. And now I'm actually watching the broadcast on the other screen so I
Sure.
can see who's making these comments.
Okay.
But I'm hearing us talking. So right now Gary's talking and it's like my voice coming out of Gary's mouth. It's pretty funny.
That's fantastic.
So Jason said, great job keeping us organized and having quality control. You know, that
Thank you,
is
Jason.
for me one of the best comments that I can see, because I know this is really hard for people to get used to the organization of the group, and we really appreciate you guys supporting us in this.
Yeah, thank
Absolutely.
you, Jason, for the comment. I appreciate that, brother. And I
Absolutely.
know all of us are grateful for your support with everybody else.
And just getting this up and running, we say that this is different, but until we get this show going where we can start having the comments, you don't even this is the first opportunity you've had to see why it's different from that perspective, and why we've been able to do some of the things that we're doing this way. So thank you for bearing with us and allowing us to be able to make the show better.
I agree. Yes, I mean it helps all three of us be able to give all of you the best of what you deserve. So that's what we're here to do.
And of course, I got a fly that's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
I want to show, if you guys have not done it yet, I'm going to go through and tell you whose comments aren't showing.
Okay.
Emily still aren't showing, but she's got some kind of probably a technical issue going around. This is what it looks like. This is a comment from Ed Bickle Jr. I get what you're doing and like it. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is what it
Thank
looks
you.
like when you don't have the permission set. So again, if this is what I'm seeing, and I'm going to let you know who's being seen like this, we don't get to see your face. We don't get to see who it's coming from. And since these are going to be going out and being shared, we do want all of those comments to be available and not anonymous. We appreciate it, Ed. So if you, it's Ed and Emily, she knows. So far, those are the two I've got. Go up into the announcements. There's a post in there about Facebook comments. There's a link in there. You click the link, wait for another page to open. There's a button on that page. Click the button. It may or may not show you that it's done something, and then come back and try again. Okay, and that usually just gives permission to Facebook to show your name in the comments. So let's see.
Yeah, show one that's working, and then they'll know what, by
Yes.
clicking
Yeah.
it, all you do is it allows to put the name and your avatar up.
Yeah,
So
and I
this
want to
is-
say thanks.
This
to
is
Chase for joining.
Jason. Yeah, sorry, Aunt. This is Jason congratulating on the birth of Sadie. So
Yeah,
you can
that's
even do
fantastic.
some little emojis in there. We appreciate it all.
Thank you, Jason. Yes. Shout out to Chase Green, my good brother, joining in.
Yeah, Kristen Nava's here too. Kristen,
Yay.
hey girl.
How's
Woohoo!
it going?
Jake is here now. Hi, Jake.
What's up, Jake?
So,
Hey, Jake.
we've got some great people. So guys, start asking questions. Oh, Jason Clenard called us the Three Musketeers. There you go.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great. Yes.
We're gonna have to get Kristen on here, and we'll have to talk about the bicycle club.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That'd be
So we've got some ideas for some upcoming shows that we're hoping would be. No, you don't have to exit out of the. Who said that? No, Emily, no, you don't have to exit out of the video. You should be able to just go up and do the clicking and all, and come right back. It should work for most people.
Yeah, just minimize it while you do that.
Yeah, so
Any questions at all?
Chase, same thing for you. Nope, no questions yet. Chase, same thing for you. Your comments aren't showing. So yeah, we want some topic ideas from you guys as well. If you have them, we're going to start making a list. So, I'm doing my show. I'm going to just pitch my own show here. I'm doing a topic next week about the psychology behind quitting, why some things are easy to quit, some things are more difficult to quit. And do I have certification to talk about this? In a roundabout way, I'm a professional dog trainer and behaviorist. So the psychology behind classical and operant conditioning is the same, whether it's people or human, people or dogs. And the psychology is exactly the same. So we're going to be kind of talking about that and putting together some examples and things like that. It should be pretty interesting discussion. We've been talking about, actually, I'm glad Kristen's here.
Yeah.
Kristen, you gave me an idea a while back that I'm going to turn into a show. We're going to be talking about those naughty NSVs. So this show will not be safe for you to be watching around children.
Put them to bed.
It's going to be all about naughty NSVs. I'm looking forward to doing that one. That should be a lot of fun. We're going to be talking, we'd like to do a couple, maybe not so happy ones, but ones that we think are necessary for people. Jason is suggesting doing one on safety while you're working out, whether or not to use a mat, how to keep hydrated, listening to your body. I love that idea. What do you guys think?
I
Definitely.
Absolutely. I second that, third that, absolutely.
I'm writing that down right now, Jason.
Another thing that, I put up a poll, talking about the different diets that are out there, whether it be keto or the DDPY phase 1, 2, 3, or anything like that. And, it's been interesting to see the response in that. We can do the same thing with pretty much any topic, and it allows us to be able to, we can go, what do you want to talk about next week? And we can have two or, several topics to choose from. And we can, have you guys help direct the direction we're going and have the topics that we're talking about.
Yeah, it's always a great, sorry.
No, go ahead, Adam.
I was just going to say, with Gary's poll, I really like that, but you forgot one thing, Gary, the Atom system. Oh, you forgot about that.
Yeah, you forgot the Atom diet.
There's only one person that follows that.
I just got a crack out of that one.
I will say Mediterranean and Dash are the same diet, just saying, but that's okay.
Oh, okay.
I love the poll, Gary. I really do.
I did too. And FibroFog, totally forgot what I was going to say. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
That happens a lot.
That's what notes are for. I have senior moments
Chase,
all the time. I have a paper memory now.
Chase, you go up to the announcements. There's a post in the announcements about Facebook comments. There's a link in that post. You click the link, a page pops up. There's a button on the page. Click the button. It may or may not look like it's done anything, and then come back and try again. So let's see. So Chase is the only one that I'm showing right now does not have his name up. So keep sending us those questions. You can ask us anything right now. We're an open forum. If you want to ask us about the group, about the rules, about future topics, how to be a guest on the show. If you want to ask us about our journey, anything that we do, this is your time to kind of get your voice out there and help transform the show into making it our show, all of ours, all 600 and how many did I say?
63.
There you go. All 663 of us. This is our show. We want to make it bigger. Please be sharing.
Yes, the more we can share, the more we can broaden our views and help others in a better, greater way.
Jamie, great point. That's exact. You know what, Jamie? I need you because you just read my mind. That's exactly what I was just going to say. Jamie suggested a show on autoimmune and how to minimize flares.
Absolutely.
Go ahead. Put that post up. Put that a comment.
I did.
Yeah, absolutely. We should make it.
And as a heads up on that, you do know, if anyone doesn't know, Two of the three hosts have autoimmune issues, so
Yep.
yeah, very close to home for us.
Yeah, so
I-
that's
I have
definitely a show.
psoriasis and psoriatic arthritis as well as osteoarthritis, and I'll let Heather tell you what she's had if you don't know already.
Yeah, I have osteoarthritis, seronegative, rheumatoid arthritis, and fibromyalgia. So that's definitely a topic that we want to touch on. The other one I want to do, which I think will be, yep, Emily, you're working beautifully now. Awesome.
Awesome job.
Another one I want to do is the difficulties for women in terms of being postmenopausal or post-hysterectomy and working out, diet control, cravings, losing weight, things like that. I want to do a show on that. And remember, we can have up to 10 guests. So, this is a big deal for us because we can actually create panels of people to have these discussions. So it's not just Gary and me talking about autoimmune. We can rotate in and out different guests.
Absolutely.
Chase, yes, you are showing up. There you are.
Awesome job, brother.
Deborah said, let me see if this whole thing shows up. Yes. What do you think of the differences between a mental and emotional transformation versus physical transformation? Love that idea.
Yes.
That's a great topic for sure. I think
Yes.
I fit in that one pretty good.
Yes, definitely. And I'm actually writing these down, so forgive me if I'm not looking at the screen.
Great ideas.
And personally, I think that physical transformations start with a mental transformation.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Where the mind goes, the body will follow. It starts with the mind. And
There you go,
goes down
Emily.
from there.
Very good. All right, let's see. Okay, good. Everyone's showing up right now, it looks like, except for Candace. Candace isn't showing up yet. Chase,
Okay.
you're showing up.
Awesome job.
So keep sending us those ideas because, like I said, this is we want to hit topics that you guys are interested in because the viewership is important. That's what keeps us going.
Also, if you want to be a guest by yourself, let us know. But also, if you'd like to be part of a panel, that would be awesome as well. If we can get 5 or 6 or 7 people who want to be able to address a particular issue, let us know that as well, and we can put that together.
I agree. That'd be great.
Yeah. So Chase said he likes the setup. Not sure what the ideas are for future sessions, but he'd love to join one.
That'd be great.
Absolutely. So again, I'm going to put up the website information. Go to the website if you want to be a guest, either if you want to do a specific topic or be a panelist on a topic, or you want to actually just tell your story. Go to the website, go to the guest portal, read through the information, fill out, I think it's 5 or 6 questions of the questionnaire, and we will be getting in contact with people as we start trying to schedule out shows and things like that. Jason, no, you do not hear a baby goat. So since that happened, I will explain. My office is currently a hospice for my elderly cat, and she is unfortunately on her last days, and so that is her crying. Sorry that she interrupted there. I can't do much about it, but so no, it's not a baby goat. It's a very, very ill cat who doesn't know how to meow correctly. Oh boy, they're just rolling in, guys. This is awesome. Emily says athlete transformations. Emily, that's a great idea, but you already know, Emily, we've invited Emily to be a guest on our show because we are all three just so blown away by Emily. So
absolutely.
Yes.
Emily, you're like at the top of my list right now. But I love that athlete transformations.
Yes.
Definitely, that's a great one. In case you guys missed it, in terms of athletes, let me pull that post down. Adams lost Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was one of my favorite posts that we did, was when we put up a post about equating what you've lost in a different way, and Adams lost Arnold Schwarzenegger. So that was awesome.
And a baby elephant.
And a baby
right, Jerry?
elephant.
Is that right,
Or
brother?
yeah.
Deborah came up with pointers and tips for people living fairly sedentary lives, students, office workers,
Yes.
long hours.
It's a great topic.
Yeah, it is. And I actually have some really good pointers. I'm sure Adam and Gary do too.
And Arnold will not be coming back on this one. Just for the record. I appreciate Arnold, but you're not coming back today.
Let's see. Let's see. Who else said that? Candace, you are not showing up yet. I'm sorry. There's some talk on here about stevia.
Okay.
Okay. So any questions, any other ideas? We do not have to, like all of our shows, we're going to try and keep as best as we can under an hour. So let me explain the process really quickly, why we have you filling out that questionnaire. We actually have, let me pull down this comment. We want to keep the shows within an hour. We want the last 15 minutes at least to be question and answer so that you can connect with the guest as our guest, or you can connect with the viewers. So we have to create an agenda. So it's not a matter of, hey, do you want to be on the show? Come on board. You fill out the questionnaire real quick so we know how to get a hold of you. Then we will be contacting you, discussing it with you, testing to make sure there's no technical difficulties, creating an agenda with you, and then we can create the crawlers and the titles for the show so that we can put those up. And so there's a lot of work involved, not only for us, but also to be a guest on the show, because we really want to keep it moving. So please bear with us when we start asking you a ton of questions, or, we want to get in touch with you personally, have, I don't know, a messenger, kind of video chat with you.
And also, if you have any documentation, whether it's, different pictures, and whatnot, to be able to get that to Heather so she's able to go ahead and bring that stuff on screen while you're talking.
Yeah.
And, kind of to address some of the things with interviews, like what I've done in the past, I've found that, the majority of people, the actual, tell us about your transformation part of it usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes. And then then it transitions into, questions and, and whatnot about different aspects of it. But the actual telling your story doesn't, for most people, doesn't take very long. But like I said, about 15, 20 minutes. And then we can talk about, specific other things and open it to question and answer. So it's similar, but it's going to be a lot easier to be able to do for everybody involved, because it's going to have a lot better response for the guests as well as the viewers.
And also with us doing that chat with all of us involved, it gives us that, if you have bullet points, again, give us some agendas and stuff. We'll put them up there.
Absolutely. Chase said he has to run. Thank you, Chase. Appreciate you watching us.
Thank you.
We've gotten a couple of other, obviously how to stay focused. And one of the shows or the topics that we're going to be putting up too is how to stay motivated and focused during a tragedy. Because that's something, there's a totally different psychology and different way that you have to maintain yourself when you're going through a tragedy. So that's a post that was suggested by a user in the group, and I don't know if she wants to be known or not, so I'm not going to say her name, but that will be a topic that we're going to be putting up in the next day or so. Budget meal plans, how to eat healthy when you have a budget. That's Absolutely. A great topic. Absolutely a wonderful topic.
Yeah, I also noticed in the comments there talking about how, have we ever missed a workout, or
right.
we have rest days, if you will. I just noticing that.
Yeah, and each of us is different. We all know that Adam is insane and has not had a rest day in 15 years. Years.
Yeah.
I got news for you, man. I'm pushing 60. I got to have a rest day or two every week.
I'm with you.
I break down if I don't. So my body will demand rest days, and if I do one or two a week, I'm good. And if I try and go an entire month without it, my body demands it and then ends up taking more time than if I planned them in the first place. So
well, I just want to make, just for a moment, what I do, I don't advocate anyone to follow if they don't want to do so. Now, I've been doing this program everyone knows, for 15 years. So I've been the evolution of everything. And for over 9, I've not missed a day at all. And that's for me. I have to do that for me. So please don't do what I'm doing. If it's not comfortable, do not do it, please.
Right.
Please consult your professional doctor teams and make sure it will fit what works for you.
Yeah, that's really important. And, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shows, 13 shows right now on
That's
my piece of
fantastic.
paper. That's crazy.
Yeah,
All of our
it's nuts.
shows right now are going to be Monday nights at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific. The central time zone is GMT -5, which means 11 p.m. UK time. I can't go beyond that. Sorry, guys. I could
Yeah.
probably do Hawaii time if you pushed me, but that's about it. So all of our shows right now are going to be at that time. But as you can see, we already have so many topics we can do. We may end up having to look at adding a second show a week. And this is our first major show. And this is amazing, guys. Look at this. You can't read my handwriting,
Absolutely.
but look at that.
Beautiful handwriting, by the way.
Yeah,
And
right.
Hey,
it is.
if we
and we
could-
appreciate it.
If we could get to where we're doing, 2, 3, or 4 over a week, oh my gosh,
That'd be
that's
great.
going to keep us busy. I can tell you that.
Absolutely.
Deborah put in, on a side note to the tragedy, motivation can also go into using fitness to get through a really challenging process. Example, bar exam prep, med school exams, nursing board exams, using it to stay healthy during high intense periods of stress.
Yes.
So yeah,
Oh, my.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So that's something that we can definitely touch on and talk about. We're going to try and put together a panel for body dysmorphia, one for eating disorders. Look, we're not a DDPY group. We're not a fibromyalgia group.
Nope.
We are a what you want to talk about group. What's going to
Absolutely.
help you guys?
Yeah.
Yes, it's all about transformation and healthy lifestyles, and whether it's DDPY, all three
I
of us
swim.
do. All three of us do
Exactly.
DDPY on a regular basis.
Yep.
Heck, let me sit up. You can see the shirt.
Yep.
We all do DDPY. I swim. I hit the gym to lift weights. I ride my bike. I have my life back because of DDPY, and I can now do other things. And I'm enjoying it.
And
Yeah.
I posted in the DDPY group earlier this week a bit of a rant event, if you will. And I want to say this. There may be people on the other groups that want to shame you, if you will, into doing things other than DDPY. DDPY for me, and I know for a lot of us, is basically a gateway drug. Okay, it allowed us to be able to do other things. I wouldn't have been able to start swimming in March at all if it hadn't been for DDPY, getting me through one of the worst times in my life dealing with my new diagnoses. I went from getting into that pool and barely being able to swim 20 links to I swim 70 with ease, which is a mile. And then this week, I started doing a half-hour DDPY in the gym and then going immediately downstairs and swimming a half a mile. My goal by the end of summer is an hour of DDPY and a mile swimming. That's where I want to be able to be on my good days. Where I am on my bad days is usually on the couch. So
Yeah.
that was
And-
a gateway for me, and I know it's been a gateway for Gary
It's
as
been a
well.
gateway. Yeah, it's been a huge gateway for me because a year ago I was basically bedridden. Without DDPY, I would probably still be bedridden. And by doing DDPY, I've told my story on this many times, but I started off as low in the program as you can get. I started off in bed like 1 and could barely even lift my rear end off the ground. I started as close to ground zero as you possibly could, and went through the bed program, the chair program, standing with chair, and now I do a lot of custom. I take what I feel I need for the day, but I wouldn't be standing and walking about unassisted and with no pain if it wasn't for DDPY. So if anyone thinks that I'm not in favor of DDPY, they don't know the whole story.
Yeah, we didn't leave the groups. We wanted to give you guys more. And we wanted to do it in a format that was more interactive with a lot larger group of people. And so that's why we did this.
And I'll keep mine very brief, but for me, it saved my life. I wouldn't be alive today without it. I'd be dead right now. And that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's stone cold fact. And that was the worst time period of my life. The pictures that you see are 300 pounds and plus. Now, I don't have the actual worst ones because of family issues, but I have my doctors will prove that. And if I was lying, I wouldn't be alive today.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about the doctors for a second. I saw my doctor today. It is so weird when your doctor is so excited to see your progress. I mean, he's going through and commenting how much I've lost. He wants to talk up to different things to his other patients, and he was doing, hey, you should get hold of someone and do some kind of be on a talk show or something. And I was like, funny you should ask. And I started telling him about what we're doing. I'm trying to get him on as a guest to be able to do this. But and also the last time I saw him was 6 weeks ago. And he's lost weight himself, in the last 6 weeks after we were talking the last time. So, it's kind of funny. I've affected my doctor. I had him lose weight. It's crazy. Yeah, this is a crazy ride. It's a lot of fun.
What's really cool is, again, all of us have our own ways of doing things and how we can have a transformation, as pun intended, with what our show is, what the group is. We all can do it in different ways. We have the same ultimate goal, but taking different paths. That's good. Do it. Own it.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Make it, do what makes your results come through to you, and never quit on that. I'm living testament to that, like everybody else, like Heather, Gary, and everyone else in this group. Do not give up. I can't does not exist. Luck doesn't exist. It's work ethic.
Exactly.
Results.
I've had so many people ask me, how did you do it? And the answer is the same that they've heard for their whole life, really. It's eat right, consume less calories than you burn, exercise, get good rest, and don't quit. The one that hangs everybody up is the don't quit. You just keep going.
Yeah.
People think because you're on a diet that you're going to be hungry all the time, and then you're looking forward to the day that you hit your goal weight, and all of a sudden you get to eat again. That's not how it works.
No.
I've completely changed my lifestyle. I don't get hungry. I don't live for the next meal.
No.
I've had plenty of days where I have to actually tell myself I have to eat, but and I don't crave chocolate. Salty stuff is still a bit of a thing. I've proven to myself that I can't be trusted with a full jar of Planters peanuts, but I'm aware of that.
Yeah, but again, that's just really a good point that Heather and Gary and all of us are making here. Is the emphasis is do not quit. I can't does not exist. This is not luck driven at all. It's about putting in the work, owning it, doing it your way to get to where it works for you, and do what's comfortable with the physicians guiding you and making sure it works for your family, whatever it is. Nothing can stop you but you, and that's just reality. You control everything.
If you guys see a look of confusion on my face, we actually have a comment that I want to address, but it's showing as anonymous. However, I don't see the comment on the actual post. So I have no idea who the comment's from. I saw this meme previously, so I don't know if the person, I don't have a clue who said it. Okay. But it says, I'm a 260-pound fat woman, but I think of myself as 110 blonde. Does this make me trans slender?
I know who it was. I see it.
Okay, yeah. I don't see it. Do you know who is it?
I see the comment, but
I don't know if she'll want me to say her name, but she's a friend of mine. I don't know if she'll want me to do that or not.
Well, it popped
friend
up.
Of mine as well.
So if it was actually, if we saw her name, I would be putting it up.
It was a she, yes.
Okay. Well, here's why I'm going to address this. That is actually me. Okay. At my heaviest, I was actually 207. I'm down to 192-ish now, depending on the time of the day, the scale, all that shit. In my head, I have the opposite of body dysmorphia. In my head, I'm hot and skinny. Okay. I'm my 90-pound freshman in high school self. only I got bigger boobs and a slightly bigger butt. But that's in my head. And I'll tell you, one of the most defeating things in the world is not my scale, because I have to use a scale for medical reasons. One of the most defeating things is putting on clothes and going and looking in the mirror and remembering I'm not 90 or 100 or 110 pounds. Remember, and I'm also not 22 anymore either. Having to face that mirror several times a day when in my head, this is not me, is really defeating. And that's part of why I want to do the show on women, because I know it's not a woman only issue, but women tend to have body dysmorphia a little bit more than men. And it's actually really serious. Deborah says her too. She hates it when pictures show her different than what's in her head. And I think that's really important. That and I'm going to bring this up because this is something that I told the guys I wanted to talk about. We're seeing a lot of posts about through all the boards about being disappointed that you don't have these major transformations or you don't see it. Look, the scale doesn't show it all. Pictures don't show it all. Measurements don't show it all. If you don't do a combination of all of them, you're not going to see the whole thing. And you also have to take into consideration how you feel. So I have been very vocal. I've posted up pictures in the past, and I will do it again. I don't have it right here. I could probably dig it up real quick, but we're almost out of time.
I want to touch on this before you leave it too.
Yeah, at 182 pounds, I was actually 30 inches larger than I am at 192 pounds. And the only way that I can tell that is measurements and pictures. The scale lied in that case. I mean, I'm 192, it's fine. But, you know, you really have to combine all of those. And so, you know, that's a really big issue. I love that meme. Because it's so true for some of us. Gary, what do you want to say?
Well, I was going to say, it's true. It is, guys are the same way. I looked in the mirror, if everybody's seen my before picture, I never saw that fat guy in the mirror. I've always assumed I was, closer to what I was in high school, which is pretty close to what I am now. So I look at my before picture and it's like, I don't know who that guy is. That ain't me. And I'm glad that that's not me. But it's strange how you look at that. And I've used the in-body scans now, which will tell you not only your body weight, but it tells you intercellular muscle, intercellular water,
your
extracellular water, muscle mass. I'm going to try and share pictures with those as I have them done, because I've only done it twice. And when I did the second one, it said, "Woohoo! You've lost 4 pounds." And then you look at it and you're going, "Yep, 2 pounds of fat and 2 pounds of muscle."
Yep.
So, adjustments need to be made. But, I'll also say that, and Adam can back me up on this one. I've lost close to 150 pounds, but on any given day, you can't tell the difference from one day to the next. It feels exactly, it's not like all of a sudden it went, whoa, wait a minute, something happened. Sure. Every single day feels exactly as the same as the day before. The scale might move 1 or 2 pounds or something, but it's over time that you see the difference. Even 1 week to the next, I never really noticed a difference. And then there are times when you plateau where you really question it and you're going, is anything happening? But I look back over the last year and a half or whatever, and it's been amazing.
I was wanting to add something, Heather and Jerry, if you don't mind. Something my brother Jason wrote on a comment here. I think it's a very interesting question, if that's what it is. Define quitting: stopping for good and completely reverting back to your previous self. We don't have enough time, but I'd definitely give a very in-depth answer for that one. I think
from when it clicked.
I think I think me along with everyone else can embody that. But I think that's something that a lot of us have faced in our journeys, is define quitting, stopping for good, and completely reverting back to your previous self question.
Jason, I think next week's show is perfect for that question.
Absolutely.
Because it's all about the psychology of quitting. And we're going to talk about, why some things are easy to quit and why some things are hard to quit. But the big thing is we do address, I will be addressing what is quitting in that, but from a psychology point of view, quitting isn't actually the physical of what you're doing. It's the mental. It's your brain chemistry, your actual neural pathways, and that's what we're going to be talking about next Monday's show. Is all about quitting. I like to call it the art of quitting, because I will tell you guys, I can't wait to do the show, especially with Adam. No offense, Gary, but I am the epitome of a quitter, and we're going to talk about that next week. And Adam is just so sickeningly consistent that we are so opposed in philosophy there, or not philosophy, psychology.
We used to be the same for many years, though,
right.
if you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And now I've become the anti-quitter, but it's a psychology thing. And when we delve into the psychology of it, I'm hoping that that's going to really help. And Jason, we're going to talk about why restarting is hard after taking a break. We're going to be talking about that. Let me give a shout out: John Brown, Christine Moore, Shelley Short. Your comments are not showing up with your name, so make sure you go up into the announcements. There's a post up there for Facebook comments in the announcements. Follow the instructions, click the link. It'll pop up another page with a button. Click the button. It may or may not do anything visibly, but then your comments should show with your name and a picture, and then they can show up on the broadcast with us.
Yep.
Yeah, it only takes a few seconds.
Yeah.
Yep, agreed. And like I said, please tune in for next week, because that show's going to be really a great topic. Like everything else, it's really going to help a lot of people.
Yeah, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun. So quick recap while we've got so many people on. Check out the website. I'm going to pop this back up here again. Go to the website if you want to be a guest in any shape, form, if you want to talk about your transformation and your journey, if you want to talk about a specific topic, if you would like to be on a panel talking about topics, please go to the guest portal and fill out that information for us. There's going to be a countdown to the next show on the top of the page. There's going to be an updated schedule for our upcoming shows. They're going to be bios once I get them done. And so that's just a good source. That's also where you'll find all of the broadcasts, so then you can share them. And look, share to your heart's content, but
Please.
do not share to a group you do not have permission from the admins. We do not want to take over the world. It might be kind of nice, but we don't want to take over the world. Right. And so if you are not an admin and you don't have permission, do not share our videos with the groups. Please share them on your personal page and invite people to join.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like, share, and like Heather and Gary and I have said, if you share to another group other than this, please contact the admin personally and make sure that they're all okay, or whomever's running it.
And look, if it has already been shared once to a group, please don't share it over and over.
No, please.
We want to be super respectful of everybody. So, we don't want to push this on anybody. So please, we would rather you just don't share in a group unless you're, you have that admin permission. And in fact, you may even, if the admin goes, what's this all about? Point them to our website, let them look at the videos, let them make their own determination. That's fine with us.
I think they can even contact us.
Absolutely.
I'm happy to answer
certainly.
questions, or all three of us can have a chat with them, whatever would work with them.
So we're at 63 minutes. This is when we should be signing off. If anybody has any more questions, Christine, so we have like a 10-second delay for comments. So I've got a couple of comments coming in who people went to go do the comment thing. Yes, Christine. I'm going to pop you up here. Yes, we can see you. Yes. Yeah, Jason suggests more than one admin permission, since some groups have several admins. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Agreed.
Yes.
I will tell you guys again, we are staying topic based in our group. I know that's difficult to kind of adjust to, because it's very different. If you have a topic or a suggestion for a topic, contact any of us. We talk to each other. I think I talk to these guys probably more than I talk to my husband right now. So contact one of us. We are always in communication with each other. We will discuss topics. We'll put them up if we think it's, an emergent, necessary topic to put
absolutely.
up. We'll put it up
Yes.
right away.
Agreed.
Comment to your heart's delight on the topics.
Yes.
We love it. We are so proud of our 663 members, our 4.7 thousand posts in the last week. Just keep working, keep supporting each other. That is the best thing. That's what we want.
Yes. Agreed.
Absolutely.
Emily has a great question. If we're on the show, can we share the link to a particular show or group or page we admin? It's something that we will discuss with you. Emily, if you're talking about your page and your blog thing, absolutely, because that's you personally. If it's another group, let's say it's one of the DDPY groups, just because that's an easy example. That's something that can be suggested, and then we can talk to the admins and make sure that it's okay. Some groups, are closed or secret and may not want their information out unless people are invited. But we can definitely look into that.
Also, if we're sharing to another group, if someone's wanting to be able to make comments live on our show, they have to be part of this group because of the software involved. So I don't know if we can share live to another group while we're doing it.
No, I think she's talking about sharing.
She means
links.
once it's finished.
Yeah, once it's finished, because if we, I don't even know if we could share a live one to another group at the same time. But if we did, they wouldn't be able to comment.
No, I think what she's
you have
saying,
to be in our group.
I think what she's saying is, like, if she has like her own group for like people following her or something like that, can she share that? If it's your
and then
personal,
Absolutely, yes.
yeah,
If it's your personal one,
personal.
absolutely.
Yep.
The other thing too is, we're gonna do some product reviews.
Yes. Can't wait for that.
I just got, I've been working with a weighted blanket for the last 4 weeks to see how that helps, and I'll be doing a product review on that. And if we have people that, there's a product, that's been helping you or something like that, we can look at doing some links for that. One of the other shows that's going to be coming up that I'm going to be doing is a show all about CBD and the use of medical marijuana, because I am a medical marijuana patient. And in that case, there may be a couple links for some reputable CBD sellers, that kind of stuff. But we really want to be very careful about advertising product, because we don't want any liability on us.
Yes.
At all. So anytime that we're talking about diet, exercise, products, supplements, things like that, you must always talk to your physician or
Yes.
your team of
Medical
physicians. We are not, medical professionals.
No.
And so we want to make sure that everybody is safe. So
Yes.
that's really important.
Although we do have a couple of medical professionals that we're trying to get on the show.
Absolutely.
I'm a medical professional, actually, but
Yes, she is.
Well, I talked to my doctor this morning, and he's an internist. And when it comes to talking about, things to do with diabetes and anything like that, that's what he does. That's his life. And so I'm trying to get it work, to see if he'd be interested in doing something like this.
That'd be great.
And the doctor I work for is a chiropractor, acupuncturist, and functional medicine doctor, and he's agreed to come on the show as well. So I've got to work on getting him on here too. So we're gonna have some hopefully some really great guests between you guys, your stories, your topics, and everything else. So we appreciate everything you guys are helping put into this.
Yes.
Please continue giving us your suggestions and everything. We can't do this without you guys. We really can't.
Agreed. Yeah, this is very important to all three of us, and obviously Scott also when he comes back. We really appreciate everyone's involvement, interactions, support, and I'm grateful. I know all of us are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
All
see
right,
this
guys.
as my calling for the future.
Yeah,
me both,
absolutely. All three of us. We want to make this, something that we can reach out to a lot of people and help a whole lot of people. So this is really important to all of us.
Yes.
Your viewership, your contribution to the group is outstanding, and we're so deeply appreciative. We can't tell you enough how honored we are that you all have chosen to be a part of this.
Yes.
And so we hope that you will continue to tune in. We will be making some announcements later this week on upcoming shows. And again, next week, June 17th at
Correct.
6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern. I'm not going through all that. Everybody can figure it out.
Absolutely.
We're going to do a show all about the psychology of quitting. And then we will be working on some future shows this week. So if there's no other questions or comments, I don't see any. I think it's time to get out of here. We're running 9 minutes late, but that's not bad.
Any final thoughts maybe before we sign off?
Let's see. So Jason says he just got a weighted blanket recently and loves them. So I'm definitely going to get that review done. I've been a little lazy on that because I've been trying to work on this stuff. Jeanette Kraft says she's excited to be part of this group.
We appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And I've gotten the bring it home sign here in the house. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Wrap it
Yep.
up. All right.
All right,
And,
guys.
and on that note, I'll just say, thank you for everybody for the evening. And, we'll until we get back together, I've got work to do.
Yep. We all have work to do.
Yep.
Keep watching. The next part of the 30-day challenge will be going up tomorrow morning. John Brown, yes, your comments are now showing, and he says hi to Adam and Gary. But
Hey,
I
John,
guess,
how you doing? How you doing?
well, my
Hey.
chopped liver here, John. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's right. You Give Heather her credit, man. She's the one.
Yeah.
If she doesn't, you got to give her her credit, or else she's going to either mute you or us.
Yeah. Put her over. Put her over. Put her
Hey,
over.
women have the power.
That's true. And
So yeah, keep sending us your suggestions and comments. Keep participating. We really appreciate each and every one of you 663 people and all the future people that are coming.
yes.
Thank you, bless you,
Thank you.
and we want to see you on the other side in the group.
We'll catch y'all down the road.
All right, see you guys
Thank
next
you.
week.
See ya.
Next week.